Hi, welcome to a new week of meditation. We are doing it at a new time, 3 p.m. Let's see how it works. We are at the middle of the day. So it's actually a time to reflect, take some break, do some self-love, self-care, and then fill ourselves up with positivity so that we are able to go through the day. My name is Sharmila, and I'm part of Step Up Wellbeing. So, what are we going to do this week? I thought I would pick up some books and do some exercises from there. So, this week, if you all can, there is a book called 6 Questions That Can Change Your Life. It's by Joseph Nowinski, and I'm going to use that book as a basis to do my meditations. For those who know me, you know, I start from somewhere and I go off somewhere else. So bear with me as we journey this week with 6 questions that can change your life. So let's first ground ourselves, put in the intention that we are ready to change our lives. The change can be a quantum change. It can be a step up, a small change, and anything in between. So let's put in the intention of how much change you want to put in yourself as you breathe in and out. And today is Guru Nanak Jayanti. We are celebrating the gratitude of the Guru. So let's express gratitude to the Param Brahma, the universe, the Gurus, our guided angels, our parents and grandparents, our life gurus, all the invisible helpers and visible helpers, for being there with us, guiding us, blessing us, helping us. And may we receive the same as we go on. May we be even more open to the intuitions, the guidance that comes through intuitions, messages, and if we can accept them to the best possible way. And now let's think about change. We've gone through a part of life. We've grown from the time we were a tiny baby in the womb of our mother to now, whatever age we may be. So a good way to start is by saying, who am I? Let's do a deep dive into who am I. We are a mix of what we've come here to be, the influence of our family, the influence of our friends, the environment, and now social media. All these ads, all these things add to who am I. So let's rediscover who am I? What is my core? What is my core personality? What are my family influences? And what are my social influences? So let's tag the personality type we actually are, which can be different from what you exhibit. So there is an inner self and an outer self. So let's first discover what's our inner self. The first, are you introverted or extroverted? And is there a dissonance every time we do this? Go to the next step. Is there a dissonance between your inner self and an outer self? For example, you could be an introverted person, but you are in a family or a job where you have to exhibit extroverted temperament characteristics. You need to be outgoing, to be one with the people around you or your job. If yes, there is a dissonance, just take cognizance of it, because the more dissonance you have between your inner and your outer self, the more you are in stress, because you are behaving in a way you intrinsically are not. So let's begin again. Introverted, extroverted, where are we? Inner self, outer self, where are we? The next, caution versus risk taking. How do you tackle problems? Are you confrontational? Are you non-confrontational? And if the situation changes where you have to display a different behavior, what does it do to you? Think of a time when you had to display a different behavior from what you really are. What happened then? Did it come to you easily, or there was a lot of stress and tension? So are you a chameleon who can change colors and characteristics depending on what you are? Or are you who you are and you find it very difficult to change? No right, no wrong, no judgment, just understanding who you are. So give yourself a mark even for that. Are you resilient or sensitive? Do you let things go? You easily forgive and let go? Or do you hold on? You keep all the hurts within you and remember them whenever you are not in the right mood. Are you flexible? Or do you want to do everything your way? Are you a physical person or an intellectual person? This can be a mix of both. Now, do you plan your life or are you doing things spontaneously as life keeps happening? Do you have your life for the next days, months, years jotted out that this is what I want to do? Or you say, it's okay, we'll figure. My husband is a planner. I am spontaneous. So this is how family around you can also influence the way you think. So think about the people around you. That's the family influences. Do they resonate with you or are they different? And if they are, how does it affect you? How do you handle it? Come back to this meditation again because it's a very deep meditation. It's a journey by itself. And now let's move to our family. Let's go deeper into the family. Last week, we did inner child healing, and the week before. So now think of the labels your family has given you. This was what you thought of yourself. Now think about how the family thinks of you. Does the family think you're introverted or extroverted? Cautious or risk taker? What is the outer self you are projecting? And we go back to the labels. So think when you were growing up, when you listened to the world around you through your parents, mainly, what were the labels your parents and your relatives gave you? Afterwards, write it down and see whether it's actually true. Did you become the label that they gave you? This is programming. So, for those with kids, be very careful of the labels you give. Realize you all have larger energy bodies and auras to the kids. Your thought forms are denser than theirs, so you influence them a lot. So you can sit with them and help them plot their lives, but it should come from them. And finally, at the workplace, with relatives, with neighbors, their influences. When we try to conform, sometimes with family, we still don't conform, but in the outside, if we want to be part of the same group, we conform. Unless we try to become a leader and then change the group. So what are you, a leader or a follower? Do you conform or are you a non-conformist? Do you take risks or you go with what the group is saying? The book goes deeper, but I think we will close for now. What we are going to do is we're going to create a persona that we want for ourselves. Say, this is my true self. This is who I want to be. And ask for divine help so that you manifest self. So we are going to do a manifestation. So close your eyes. Visualize yourself in front of you and put in that self the temperaments that you want. Of resilience, of conformity, of planning, of risk-taking, of extroversion. And to that add left brain, right brain. And say, this is what I want to be. And once you've created a model with the attributes, visualize yourself doing the things your way, taking other people into account, a balance, how you are with your family, with your social environment, at your workplace. So visualize this as we ask for blessings, for manifestation. So erase all the things that you don't want within you and put in all the things that you want heightened in this new persona, in your new improved self. Today is the first step in this change. On this day of Guru Parv, let's ask the gurus around us, visible or invisible, to help us, guide us, bless us with the right knowledge, the right path, the right energy. And may we be nudged in the right direction, given the opportunity to do this regularly, so that we can finally make the quantum change in our lives. It's an inner-led change. We have been given this opportunity to change. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all this deep, deep blessings. With lots and lots of gratitude, love, and respect. Thank you, thank you. I will end the meditation here, but in case you want, you can stay on and go a little deeper as life permits you. Maybe make a journal and note down these, and then track how you are making the change. And give yourself a pat on the back for starting this journey, this transformative journey of crafting your own life. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Namaste.